Every Tau player needs more drones.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer from SpikyBits.com, and we've got a new Tau. Well, not Tau. Some not Tau. Wargame exclusive sent over some more of their fantastic grimdark sculpts, and I think they're great. We showed you a lot of these Tau Greater Good here on the channel before, and I think, well, you can never have enough drones. I think competitive 40K in 2020 will definitely attest to that as of late, but they have so many different models that you could use for so many different things when it comes to Tau. It's just really cool to just kind of look at their page and just get those hobby juices going. So let's jump over there and take a look, and maybe we'll see some stuff that we saw back in the past, and then also the new stuff that they sent over today. So here's the website. It's wargameexclusive.com, and they have all sorts of different factions that you can check out for whatever you might be working on right now. The very first one, and probably the most thorough of all of the factions that they have miniatures for on here, are these Greater Good miniatures. Now we have this Etheria to show you today. We showed you this Commander. I don't think we showed you this one, the Marksman. We showed you. I actually didn't know about these till I just saw them right here. So there's lots of cool stuff in here that we've either showed you, or I'm just discovering right now, or I might have to show you today. I'm definitely going to take a look at some of these drones. The multi-purpose drones are actually pretty cool too, that you can use for a lot of things. And probably some of my favorites in this section are these Greater Good gun drones, which just look like droidicas from episode 1 for Star Wars. And they've got lots of different miniatures and conversion bits. They even got bases and stuff down here. So pretty much whatever you're looking for as far as Tau or Greater Good, they probably have it for you. The prices aren't bad either, to be quite honest with me. $14.99 for a character miniature, a little bit more for this larger one right here. That's euros, so you're probably looking at closer to $30 US, and probably closer to $16.99, $17.99 right here, depending on which ways the wind's blowing. Shipping is pretty reasonable too. It's like less than $8. Takes about 2 weeks to get to you from Eastern Europe. And if you're a game store owner looking to stock your shelves with some of these, they do have wholesale rates too. And I say that every time I review one of their miniatures that they send over, but I just want to, you never know who's watching, and it's always great. Imagine walking into a game store and actually seeing these on the shelves. How dope that would be. I actually did that. There's a store down in Atlanta. It's called Gigabytes Cafe, and I believe they had Wargames. They have pretty much everything, but it's always cool to go into those stores and see all the miniatures that you can find on the internet all in one place. And again, if you haven't ordered one of these miniatures from Wargame Exclusive, this is basically how they come. They're going to come in a little blister pack like this. They're going to have a little space for a UPC back here, so like if you want to retail them, you can print out a UPC and put it on there. Generally, there might come with like 2 packs of bits, 1 pack of bits. There might be a base behind it if it's big enough, but for something like this, there isn't going to be a base separate. So on some of the bigger, more complicated miniatures, there's going to be some of that, but on this one, not so much. And then you just, boom, get the all the model. Wow, there's a lot of fiddly bits. But you can see right here that the detail, even from the camera being pretty high overhead, I guess about 3 feet, you can see that you know, the detail on this is pretty well done. Even on the little what is this, like samurai kind of pads? I don't know the specific name. He's kind of pulling his sword right there. Got this nice cool little cape. And there's the rest of them right there. Very, who is this? Oh, Strike Master Kenshi. Yeah, he's pretty cool looking. But, so yeah, that's basically how it comes. Let's take a look at some of the other miniatures they sent over, and then we'll put them together and compare them to some of the other stuff out there. So here he is, all assembled, and this is a 25mm base, so he is, you know, appropriately Tau Greater Good sized right there. Very well detailed for the base, the pads, even the little swoosh on the cape and everything. And it's, while it is you know, not super textured, that gives you lots of room to do fades and things. And even that scabbard and the samurai sword, I assume he is pulling there for katana. I don't know enough about this type of warfare to know what any of this stuff is really. But that being said, it still looks pretty dope. So this is like I said, 25mm figure. Let's see how he compares to, we got our Death Corpsman right here, and he's on a 25mm too, so you can kind of get an idea. Now it is a little bit bigger, but they're both on texture bases, so slightly bigger than your average 4-year-old guardsman, and then there's the old Shadow Sun. We don't have the new Shadow Sun, but there's the old Shadow Sun, painted by Top Miniature Studios, and well, definitely holds up in the whole realm, greater good theme and everything right there. Then we've got the Greater Good Deep Strike Veteran Fartaker. He's just like, well, he's one of those sniper duders. Now, this guy's decked out to the teeth. We went ahead and assembled him already, so you can kind of see some of the parts. Like, there's a backpack, there's a gun, you got the base that's separate, the little banner, the wire up to the gun, and everything like that. So it's a very, very cool miniature in general. Like, if you need some sort of marksman or sniper or something like that, he's got like extra equipment on his belt, some very interesting looking armor, and you know, on a 25mm base, again, sized appropriately, and has that whole like greater good kind of theme right there. Very, very cool. And then the Etheria, which we showed you in the on the site there earlier. Now, this is a lady, and she has, well, not so much on the front armor, and she's got the little kind of hover around thing here. Now, this one's pre-drilled out. I guess you could put that on a flight stand, but I guess for Ethereals, it's like whatever. You can just put it on a normal stand there if you wanted to. Now, she's got some really cool looking details and stuff here. Now, I don't know what all these little things are when it comes to some of the greater good miniatures, but the backpack looks pretty dope. Definitely the staff of office right here, and she comes with an optional arm too. So if you maybe don't want to use her for the Etheria status and you just want her to be like your commander or something like that, you could do that too, because there's a little rifle, and that would be pretty neat. And then I wanted to take a look at the drones, because I thought the drones were pretty neat. So here's the missile drone. Now this comes, let's see, the missile drone, I don't have one out here. But so basically the missile drone and the technical drones that they have, they're the same chassis, so to speak. They're just, so it's like basically the same upper right here. And then the lower is a different bit. Like this one for the technical drone has a place where you can glue in the different weapons or whatever you want to put on there, like the marker scopes. And then this one has the missile pods, which you could use for a couple different things. So they're basically inherently the same bit, and then the little antenna separate up there. Now this one, neither of these are drilled out, so you're gonna have to drill them out if you want to put them on flight stands or something like that, or possibly just put a magnet in there, like I'm about to show you that we did with our drones here in the studio. Oh, there's a kitty cat chirping. We have a cat here. How about that? But what's cool about this is you can kind of switch out and put whatever you want on here. Like it comes with the pulse carbines if you wanted that, or like I said, the marker drone configuration, which is this here, and a little sensor thingy over here. I guess that goes up and around. Oh no, it sockets down, so that's pretty cool. And it's got a little thruster on the back too. I don't know what these are. I guess this is just like a technical drone, like it's a little drill or a little solder. Who knows? So there's 3 different ways to assemble that, and then like I said, none of them are drilled out, but it's not that big of a deal, because like we got these right here that you can just put a magnet on there, drill it out, put a magnet on top of the stand. I haven't primed this over black yet. I hate unfinished elements on painted miniature, so I would probably just spray that black, because you can see the matte coat's already kind of fuzzed it and it looks kind of silly. But size wise, I mean, these are definitely right on par with what you would expect from Games Workshop. So you can just kind of, have a different look to your things. And here's the gun drone from Games Workshop. And these are actually easy to magnetize. You can magnetize the top and the bottom. Again, these were painted by Top Miniature Studios, which I think is a fantastic company when it comes to super technical painting and things like that. So you definitely want to check them out. They did a great job on these Tau. Size wise, yep, just as you would imagine, looks very similar right there, right? And last but certainly not least is this gun drone. This is one part, except for the little antenna, believe it or not. Just a single one part kit. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Yes, it was. I like this. This is probably my favorite. I don't know why. It's just so cool looking. It's like just puttering along, doing this thing. Now it does have a little slot right there for a stand, but like I said, I don't have. These are magnetized, so you might want to just magnetize that. It seems like a very smarter play as far as things go right there. But that is all of the drones I had to show you today, and pretty much all of the miniatures as well. Now, I showed you some stuff here recently with like the Shadow Star Commander, and you can kind of see how they all go together with those other miniatures that I showed you here recently as well. So like I said, ton of different greater good miniatures on their site. They all look badass. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to paint up for my Tau army right here, because I really like these gun drones and stuff, but I don't know, I got to think about it. But they all look pretty cool, and I just they all look so good I can't decide. So that is about it for this one. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you head on over to Wargame Exclusive to pick up some of these dope Grim Skull miniatures today, wargameexclusive.com, and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.